Welcome back, guys. So I just got my Retroid Pocket 5. Yay! I have my Retroid Pocket Mini here and the Pocket 4 Pro to compare it to this. There's not much more to say, so let's open it up. Did I lose my scissors? Shut up. This plastic is open hard. It's stretchy. Oh, there we go. There's a hole. There we go. Ugh, I'm gonna open this. There we go. Lighting is weird. I'm sorry about that. That's how it goes when I film in here. Let's go. Okay, so Retroid Pocket. So I have the Pocket Mini here, which was their last device. It uses the same processor as the Pocket 5, but as a 4x3 display. We're going to see how different the 5 feels. There's a sticker. Let me get my ID back out. And look at that logo. RP5. Retroid Pocket 5. Retroid Pocket 5. Anyways, let's open this up. I did order the GameCube color because I think that would look the best. And it's like their special edition color. The other ones look nice, but I wanted the cool one. So I got the GameCube looking one. And I got a nice one with the Mini, like a nice clean one with the Mini. I can go with a color variant on this one. So here's the device. Here's the manual, which just has the specs and the interface, all the stuff it has. And there's the USB-C cable. I've apparently gotten so many of these USB to USB-C cables with all these devices, but I keep losing them, so I'm not sure where they're going. Fairly long. I don't want to zoom out because then you're gonna have to see everything, but it's a very long cable, which is nice. Not very long, but fairly long. Put my SSD there so we can put ROMs on here, and let's take the device out. Oh, that's nice. It's very thin. I feel like I would expect the grips to be bigger. I feel like they're smaller than on the Mini. No, they're just spaced out more. Maybe they are bigger. I think they are a little thicker on the Mini, but they're definitely longer on the 5. So we'll have to see how well that plays out. Because holding it, this is very slippery. So we'll have to see how grippy it is. I do like how this is set up though, the nice rounded edges that make it nice to use. D-pad feels good and the face buttons feel fine. It's like the exact same as the Mini. The buttons I think are the same size on the 5 and the Mini, but just the amount of space it has makes it look a lot smaller, or like just smaller in general. Let's turn it on. There's volume buttons. There's a USB-C port and a headphone jack on the bottom. Okay, let's turn this on. Retroid. Jesus. Retroid Pocket 5. This is always so hard to film because the screen is always so bright. And this is an AMOLED display, so the screen is really big though for a Retroid device. I love it. It's much bigger than the one on the 4. Or at least looks much bigger because of the form factor. Next, English. Ooh, the screen is so nice. I love that. I vastly prefer, I know it's like probably similar, but I vastly prefer to the one on the Mini. I don't know. It just like, I think it might be just because of how big it is and how small the device is on the edges here compared to the screen is. I think it just looks much better. Let me connect it right now. Google Play services, pre-install apps. Let's do Citra Enhanced. Select launcher. Retroid Pocket. Oh, it's a new launcher. Let's start with that. Start. Where's the start button? Start button's up here, which I like. Oh, what's this? Welcome. Okay, I got it. Welcome to Retroid Launcher. Let's start Simple Boot Program. Don't skip. Select this button. Platform download. 3DS download. I do really like this though. I might keep it with this. I usually never stay with the base launchers they have, but I really like this. I have to exit it for now because we're going to be putting some apps on there, putting some ROMs on here. Let me connect my portable SSD. And I think it tells you up here, right, how long. Yeah, here we go. We can look here. Joystick lights. I forgot these were here. I never use them on the Mini. Control style. There's performance modes. This is all the same as normal Android, but like with some performance enhancements. Okay, they finished. Let me just set up these. Let's try Mario Kart Double Dash. Okay, let's just do one race to see how it works. Speakers got really loud. Alright, it runs well. Alright, shut up. I know you probably can't tell on camera because I'm not filming this well, but the screen is beautiful. I love how it looks. Especially with GameCube games upscaled. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to test this out a lot more today, get more ROMs on and test more emulators out, and I'll be back tomorrow to talk about my first impressions. Goodbye! Alright guys, so I've been testing out the Retroid Pocket 5 for about a day or so, and I do have a lot of thoughts, but I'm going to save most of them for the review, so you get my impressions right now. I mean, the controls are great. They feel just as good as the ones on the Mini do. There isn't much difference there, aside from the fact that this device is just bigger, and I feel like the controls have more space to breathe on here. And especially the screen, I feel like on the Mini, the 4x3 screen didn't really have much space on the outside because these, like, not bezels, because there are no bezels, but the space on the device that was next to the screen was so big. But on here, it's like nice and small, and the screen looks beautiful. I think it's the same. It might be a higher quality. It's a higher quality screen than the one on the Mini, but I think it's only marginal, but it looks just so good. Especially with this launcher they have, it looks really nice. Something I don't usually use is the joystick lights, but what they have here that I might actually use, I probably won't, but I might, is that the lights on the LEDs around the joysticks will correlate with the color of the system, which I think is really cool. Like purple, green, purple, you get the point. This thing is really powerful. I've gotten into play pretty much every game I've tried. I've tried Nintendo Switch games and they've crashed, but I've also tried Wii U games and they crash. But anything below that should work really well. And this is using a processor that's a little more powerful than the original Ein Odin, so it should be able to play whatever that can play really well and better. I have also tried game streaming. Last night I played COD on here through Game Pass streaming, and it actually worked really well. I forget what Wi-Fi chip is in here, but it works really well on my school Wi-Fi, even that. This color is really great. I do love the GameCube style. If you're gonna go with one of the colors, I'd definitely recommend the GameCube color just because I think it looks the best, especially with the right stick being yellow and the face buttons matching what the GameCube face buttons looked like. I think it's a really nice design. I don't think the speakers get as loud as the Minis did, because I know those speakers got really loud, but I think these speakers sound better, so that's a plus. Because I did say in my Mini review that I didn't think the speakers were that good, but I think these are better if they don't get as loud. I have noticed that if you're playing a game for long enough and it's on the highest performance mode, the back of it does get fairly hot. It's not like horrible, and especially if you're only holding the device from the side, you probably won't notice it, but it is warm enough that, like, if your hands are too big and they rest like this, like mine do, you probably will notice. That's how I noticed in the first place. I'm pretty sure these grips are smaller than the ones on the Mini, which is like, it's fine. The grips on here are nice, but it's like, why are they smaller? The whole device, I think, just feels thinner because of how long it is, but like the grips are definitely thinner and it doesn't really make sense to me. But overall, I really like this device. I think it's great. I haven't really played that much just because I have had it for less than 24 hours, but I think it's great and I'm going to keep using it to review, which should hopefully be up next week. So stay tuned for that. But that's my first impressions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you plan on buying one, if you already have one, if you think this looks cool based on my unboxing and first impressions, if there's anything you noticed that I didn't, or you want me to test out for my review, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.